Here's the second of two tutorials dealing with eye contact and the importance of keeping that going between characters in your scene. We've just got two shots here, one of Helen, one of Caroline. Let's have a look at them both. Here's Helen's shot.
Caroline, I really need to talk. Are you around one evening this week?
I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor, but if there's a drink in it, or better still a meal, then I'm your man, so to speak.
And here's Caroline's shot.
Caroline, I need to talk. Are you around one like this week?
I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor, but if there's a drink in it, or better still a meal, then I'm your man, so to speak.
So let's have a go at putting them together. I'm going to start off with Helen's shot here. Mark the beginning, mark the end, and plonk it onto the timeline. Turn the sync lights on. So let's put Caroline's speech in from her close-up.
One evening this week.
I don't really see myself as a...
So I'm going to put a mark in just before she says, well, I don't see myself as a marriage counsellor, which is there. And I'm going to go right to the end of her speech there. Turn off 3 and 4. Let's find Caroline's shot, which is here, and find those words. And go to the point where she does that little, ooh, I don't know.
I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor, but if there's a drink in it, or better still a meal, then I'm your man, so to speak.
Okay, that's all very nice. I don't need a third point because I've got my two on the sequence, and I'm just going to put her in there. The two ins will now match. Let's see the join.
Are you around one evening this week?
I don't really see myself as a...
In order to lose the this week, we've got to lose the sound on that side of the cut. But I'm going to cut back into Helen's picture slightly. In other words, do a slightly early cut. So let's see how far I can have to go back so that I don't get the repeat of this week. Let's try this.
You were around one evening this week.
I don't really see...
Now, I don't like Helen's little look down. I want to see her there with the eyes, do you see, full at Caroline. Try it now.
You were around one evening this week.
I don't really see...
Not bad. I wonder whether she's too quick in replying. Caroline, that is. Here we go.
You were around one evening this week.
I don't really...
You were around one evening this week.
I don't really...
Caroline has lied, so it's good to have that pause between her answer because she's got to think up a lie or an excuse. Have a look at it again.
You were around one evening this week.
I don't really...
So I think it's clear that Caroline's now been put in a situation and she's got to quickly try to get out of it. Let's have a look at the end of the scene.
A meal, and I'm your man, so to speak.
So to speak, we haven't got any eye contact from Helen at all. So I need to back off this shot, at least until she looks. So I'm going to forget this bit of sound here by just lifting it away and extend Caroline's shot until she's finished her speech. I'm your man, so to speak. Eek. There's the speak. And I want her fully looking at Helen because she's made an excuse and she's trying to get out of the situation. Let's have a look at this.
Man, so to speak.
So the last thing I will do is extend the atmos very slightly underneath Helen's shot and maybe put a mix so that we don't hear the atmosphere just disappear. Right, let's have a look full frame.
Caroline, I really need to talk. Are you around one evening this week?
I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor, but if there's a drink in it, or better still a meal, then I'm your man, so to speak.
Not bad. The only thing I don't like is this first join. I'm just wondering whether... No, there's nothing I can do. Oh, she comes up again later. I wonder whether that's better. Here we go.
One evening this week.
I don't really see myself...
Now Caroline's reacting a bit quick. You see, I've nibbled some of Caroline's picture here. So I'm going to offer it back and create a bigger delay. But I don't think the delay matters much because, as I say, Caroline's trying to make up an excuse. Here we go.
Evening this week.
This week.
I don't really see.
No.
Evening this week. I don't really see.
It's quite good from the vision point of view. We've got a repeat of this week. So let's see if I can lose that.
Evening this week. I don't really see myself. Evening this week. I don't really see myself.
So we've got a problem in that I've got a repeat of dialogue.
This week.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal some atmos from the beginning of Helen's shot. So let's call Helen's shot back up again and go right back to the front, mark an in and an out. Now that's just a bit of sound, so I can use it as a bit of sticking plaster just over the join here. Let's do a replace, see what happens.
Talk. Are you around one evening this week? I don't really see myself as a man.
I think what I might do is again put a mix there, let's say of 8 frames. Just see whether that improves the atmos change.
We need to talk. Are you around one evening this week? I don't really see myself.
No, I've caught something. Try again.
Evening this week. I don't really see myself. Evening this week. I don't really see myself.
Yes, certainly you can hear there's a much greater atmos on the incoming. I tell you what we could do is raise the volume of these two shots. Don't worry if you're not following exactly how to do this. That's up by about 8 dBs. Let's have a listen to this.
Caroline, I really need to talk. Are you around one evening this week? I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor.
Yes, that's slightly better. I think if we were being really fussy, we would find some atmos from Caroline's shot and put it all over Helen's shot to compensate for the change of atmos. So here it is for the last time, full frame.
Caroline, I really need to talk. Are you around one evening this week? I don't really see myself as a marriage counsellor. But if there's a drink in it, or better still a meal, then I'm your man, so to speak.
So that turned out to be surprisingly complicated. We had sound problems, we had atmos problems, but that goal of eye contact I think was worth pursuing. As always, you've got good and bad versions from me and the two shots here so that you can load them into your editing software and have a go at it yourself.